Hey everybody, sorry I'm late. Guys, and see my mic's not even on my mic. What is going on? This thing's gonna make me cry. Hold up, y'all. Okay. Hook up. I need a new mic. Unplugs itself. Sorry about that, guys. I need a new mic cord. It's like really it just sucks. That mic cord sucks, so I probably need to get a new one. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Sorry I'm late. I'm late because I was fixing a couple of clips. So we're going to get started. I'm sorry. I got some I told you guys I was working on some clips. So I'll tell you more about it. Let me get this intro going so we can get going. Night Trip says, "Hurry. I've heard there's an update on the beach cam. What cam? What beach cam? You got to tell me which one. Just finished watching one of your videos. Which one? Look at, BJ has arrived. Shout out to everybody. Look, I am sorry I'm late. I'm working on like a couple of GIFs and stuff like that. I got to show you guys this one. Listen, I'm late. I'm sorry.
It's Britney, bitch.
It's Britney, bitch. I love that. I said every time I'm late, I'm going to tell people, it's Britney, bitch. This is why I'm late. It's Britney. YouTube actually notified you? Oh my God. I don't know why that made me laugh. So I was taking my pretty time just trying to like put GIFs together and everything. Do you like that? Okay, well, you guys should see when I meet the super chat goal, the clip that I have, but I have to test it out because I don't know about the copyright stuff. I was notified. Shout out to BJ, by the way. You guys make sure you watch I was in the live chat with the Diddy update stuff. That, my friends, was interesting. Let me just say that. No intro. It's about to get started. Look, I just wanted to tell you guys that I'm sorry I'm late, but it's Britney. It's Britney. Hold up. Wait a minute. Bruh. Did you hit the like button? Drop some rabbits in the chat. Let's go.
Hit that like. Welcome to the chat. Let's chit chat. Hit that like. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits. If you want the tea, come see me. Rabbit hole is the place to be for real news, not fake news. Celebrity news, breaking news around the clock. Real talk, best on the block. I rock. Real talk, best on the block. I rock. Hit that like. Welcome to the chat. Let's chit chat. Hit that like. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits. Drop some rabbits in the chat. True crime is my specialty, exposing the industry. Unsolved mysteries, sticking to reality. Fair use commentary, talking about cults, trying to get results. Exploring hopes, researching, debunking, investigating, being nosy, super nosy, being messy, being shady. Rabbit hole news, that's me, the chick with ADHD, unmedicated but quite educated. Hit that like. Welcome to the chat. Let's chit chat. Hit that like. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits. Hit that like. Let's go. Let's start the show.
Hi, everybody. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Welcome. Shout out to BJ who's in the chat. Welcome, everybody. Come through. Thank you guys for being here. You guys could be anywhere, but you're here. Thank you for being here. Shout out to everybody. You love that intro? I love it too. Let me just say, it's a bop. It's a bop. It's a bop at the house. That's for sure. Everybody loves it. Welcome everybody. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. I hope you guys are having a fabulous Monday. It's Monday, right? It's still Monday from the last time that I was live today. It was still Monday. Welcome everybody. Welcome. Welcome. We have so much to review, so much to talk about. So let's get it right into it. It's a banger. It's a banger. Listen, Ronan, I'm looking at you because so I was messing with you know how I told you guys that I wanted to do a cute little gif when we meet our like super chat goal. And by the way, the super chat goal for those that are not aware is the reason why I have it up there is because through talking to other content creators and whatnot, I was told that YouTube, essentially people are saying that YouTube is really pushing those live streams with goals into the algorithm more because they, you know, they're trying to make their money and they're trying to get away from people using the Cash App and stuff like that. So that's why we have the super chat goal there. Of course, I keep it at 5 at whatever color. Y'all are amazing. You know, it is what it is. And we must, yeah, that's right. Thank you. We must feed the lords of the algorithm because you know that's a whole little different monster and whatnot. But thank you. No worries, Diamond Rainbow. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody. But we got to get it together, guys. We got to get it together. So oh man, you guys remember Onijah? Who remembers Onijah? Let me know. Do you remember Onijah? Let me know. You have arrived. Shout out to you. Drop a rabbit, drop a something in the chat if you remember who Onijah was. I want to say maybe in February. That's when her story went viral. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Listen, Onijah, the catfish lady. Well, okay. She's famous. Okay. She is famous. Is she okay? Yes, she's very famous. Listen, Onijah is very memeable. Like she's got this memeable personality, memeable face. Like she is able to do whatever and people laugh it up. Don't forget that she said, "I'm not here for drama. I'm like get out of my way. I'm gonna sit down and I, you know, be here." She has a manager, an agent and a manager, right? Yep. She didn't want to come home. She didn't want to, she's listen, she wouldn't leave. She wouldn't leave. Yeah, okay, so everybody's remembering, right? Um, so the 19-year-old young gentleman, you love Onijah, she's something else. The 19-year-old gentleman, right, who she was courting. Is that the right word? Is it courting? Is that would that be the word? I don't know if that's the word. I feel like I just made something up. Let me know. But the young, you know, yeah, the queen of catfish. So she was using like a Nicki Minaj meme or something, you know, something to talk to this 19-year-old. Well, we're starting to find out more information about that relationship. So I went to like local Pakistani news, right? And they did an interview with his name was Nidel Miman. Okay, Nidel Miman. This is who they did. This is the 19-year-old young guy. Okay, you said catfishing. Oh my God, y'all are not gonna let her forget, right? She was catfishing. We're still in contact, says Nidel Ahmed, the teenager Onijah Robinson fell for, reveals in an interview. So he did an interview. Nidel confirmed that he had been in a relationship with the woman in the US. Now, Nidel, the teenager whom American woman Onijah Andrew Robinson traveled to Karachi for, has finally spoken out, revealing that he had known her for the last 2.5 years. He knew about her for the last 2.5 years. How old would he have been if it was the last 2.5 years? Let me know. I'm from Pakistan. That's what she said. Well, how old would, and I mean, look, every culture has an age thing. Everybody's a little bit different, right? But I have to kind of wonder. You said he looks 39. He was 17. She's still in her 30s, right? You said a 0.5 storm. 16.5. That's such an exact number. Yeah. Every culture is a little bit different. Look, when it comes to that, like courting, relationships, and stuff like that. So, I guess they had been talking to each other for a good 2.5 years and a half. You said, I don't think the age is a big issue there. I don't think so either. Welcome, fail pessimist. I don't think so either. But I mean, hey, okay. So in the interview with the YouTube channel, the 19-year-old Nidell shared details about his relationship with Onijah, clarifying that he had been in Karachi the entire time and never left the city. Nidell confirmed that he had been in a relationship with a U.S. woman, adding that they had been in touch for over 2 years and that her decision to come to Pakistan was entirely her own. She lived in Pakistan for 3 months and stayed at a hotel. During the time, my family and I were in regular contact with her. She even went shopping and with my mother and my sisters. They're still in touch. Nidell denied abandoning Onijah, stating that they're still in contact and that she never accused him of betrayal. He accused social media or media of blowing things out of proportion without verifying the facts. I have never heard of people say I left or cheated on her. That's not true. We still talk. So the truth has been revealed. They're still talking. Okay? He didn't abandon her. They were still shopping because the way the story was is that she was abandoned. She was left, right? She was supposed to get married and it didn't happen. I mean, yes, yes. Hey, Sylvia. Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. Get it together, guys. Everybody, get it together. Okay. That's the story. That's the real story behind Onijah and Nidell. Now, I don't know if Onijah would answer any questions because, she got that manager. I don't know. So was it a made up story? So listen, even though she's got a lot of social media fame, I have a feeling she's going to get a lot of social media hate pretty soon. Okay? That's right. We need to get it together. Get a grip, get it together. Okay? Is this the grip for the guy or is this a grip? A grip for the guy and her? I don't know. What do you mean a grip? Drama farming? Say more. I've never heard of anybody say drama farming. That's a new word. Drama farming. I like that. We were on this Score and Lover tour for nothing. Was it made up? What did they make it up? Did they all make it up? Was this like a concocted story of, of nothing? Now hold up. Now I want to see. Hold up, because don't forget. People are celebrating Onijah, right? Because they all think she's, she is entertaining. She's entertaining. But I have to kind of wonder. I know I've never heard of anybody say drama farming. Drama farming is the first, but I like that. I like that. I just made that up. You need to copyright that. I like that. This is drama farming. I like that. Clearly, Shelly, you better copyright that because people steal shit. Copyright that. Oh my goodness. Welcome everybody for those that are getting the notifications. You think it was a grip for him? Manufactured drama. I like the drama farming though. I like those two words. I don't know what it is, drama and farming. It's cute. Anyways, you guys are laughing. Right, isn't that like unique? I like that. Shelly, you better copyright that. Get some shirts on that drama farming because I'm telling you, once I say it, everybody's gonna say it's gonna go. That sounds like drama farming. Are you drama farming? That's what it is. Copyright that. Okay. Let's keep going. So this is what the article reads. Now, this is again the dialoguepakistan.com. They have like an IG, so that it's direct from there. Nidell denied abandoning Onijah, stating that they're still in contact and that she never accused him of betrayal. He accused the media of blowing things out of proportion without verifying facts. I have heard people say I left or I cheated on her, but that's not true. We still talk. There's not a single video where she says I abandoned her. When asked about rumors of their marriage, Nidal responded, "We are not married. I don't know why Onijah is saying that." He concluded by saying, "Like any couple, we love each other. Every relationship has its ups and downs. We're working on different projects and people will see us together again soon." Holy shit. They're still together? They're still together? Kirikou, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Shout out to you, Kirikou. Let me put some confettis in here. If you've been blessed by Kirikou, they're a couple. Yes. They're working on projects together. What? Onijah and Nidal are still together. They're a couple. And this is a story that got blown out of proportion, that was drama farmed. Okay, drama farmed. Yeah. So this was a social media story. Somebody go contact Onijah's manager and ask if she has a comment about this. Sylvia, thank you for the 199. Did you see my eye roll? Thank you. You're done? I'm telling you, this is the danger of social media. You go viral and you're liked, and then 1 minute you're hated. You're hated. You're liked and then you're hated. So you have to be careful about what you're putting out there and what's being said and everything, right? Because you don't know what's going to happen. You said did the drama come first or the manager? That's a great question. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm trying to find the now. Hold up. Sylvia, thank you for the 199. Let me put a little heart there. I appreciate you. I need to find out like where this interview's at. If you guys see it, let me know. So apparently he did an interview with the YouTube channel. So they got the exclusive over there. Oh, don't forget, Nancy Grace did steal some stuff from us. What was the word, Pinche Becky? Cuff Daddy. I forgot. Somebody said it in the chat, and then I said it over and over, and I repeated it, and then it was on her thumbnail and on her video. Cuff Daddy. That's right. Nancy Grace loves your channel, and she already listen. I don't know if she likes me too much because she got dragged by me and BJ and a bunch of other people. She's over here trying to set BJ up. Who's Cuff Daddy? Well, we were saying Puff Daddy, like Diddy, because that's one of his other names. And instead of Puff Daddy, we said Cuff Daddy, and that was around the time when he first got like arrested and all this other stuff. Diddy says, as the web turns. Thank you for this $2. Oh my God. Listen, they watching us. They're watching us. I just can't. So this might have been a really fake story. I guess, is that what I'm hearing? That it might have been a really fake story? I don't know. But I do want to let me see if I can find that interview. Hold up. Now I'm kind of curious. I want to see that interview. Nidal, I think it goes by, is it Ahmed? Hold up. Ahmed. Nidal Ahmed. I thought it was Miman. A Nidal Ahmed interview. Ooh, he did do it. Hold up, y'all. Okay. Is this it? He did an interview with a Pakistani, but like what language is it? Hold up.
सान अहमद ने काफी तनाज़ात को जन्म दिया था। निदाल कराची के एक कॉल सेंटर में काम करता है।
Okay, I don't know what this like. I'm like, I don't know. He did an interview, but I don't know what language he did it in. Oh man, I wish somebody would like translate it. See, that would be something we would all watch. But Onijah is all over. Onijah, Pakistani Queen Onijah, exclusive interview. She has done interviews all over the place. And who could forget the shirt with the bicycle on it? Everybody was like, Countess Vaughn had a shirt like that. Everybody wanting, yeah. Thank you, Mirrored Moon. I appreciate this. $2. Thank you. I guess I'm wondering, guys. I'm wondering about this. Now hold up. Let me see if I can I want to see if you guys find the interview, let me know, because I would love to do a reaction video on it. If you see it, let me know. Okay. Maybe the funny guy on TikTok has some more right. Remember the guy on TikTok? He did really good. Let me see if I can find it on TikTok. Give me 1 sec, you guys. And sorry, hopefully my cord on my mic is loose, and I think this is why it unplugged earlier. Hold up. Let's see. E. I don't know. Okay, come on, TikTok. It makes me verify shapes. I'm just like unable to verify. Select 2 objects that are the same shape. This is the 3rd time. Watch it lock me out of my account, guys. Hold up. Hold up, y'all. Let me see. Why is it doing this? 2 objects, the Z and the Z. Unable to verify, select 2 objects that are the same shape. The S and the S. Okay, finally, here we go. I don't know why it's doing that. Let's go to Nidel Ahmed. Let's see if the guy has. Oh, is this him?
Did it hurt you when people on the internet were saying his parents hate her, he hates her, they want nothing to do with her?
That hurts a lot because nobody did their research and confirmed anything. They both still talk on a video call till that day. Onijah and my mom and my sister, they still speak, and they're really good friends.
So you were always in Pakistan. You had never jumped ship and moved to another city or another country.
No.
The Shade Room got it. The Shade Room got the interview. Hold up.
Okay. When was the last time you saw Onijah?
Last time I saw Onijah, January 15th, when I dropped her to the airport.
Did it hurt you
Oh
when
my
people on
God.
the internet were saying his parents hate her, he hates her, they want nothing to do with her?
That hurts a lot because nobody did their research and confirmed anything. They both still talk on a video call till that.
I found it. Okay, here it is. I think this is it right here.
She got that middle part bust all the way down.
Respect to the law. Respect to the law.
Onijah Robinson is back, and she glowed up on us.
I want 50 million from Trump.
Wait,
Stop playing.
that's 6 days ago. This is not it. Hold up. This can't be it. Where's the interview? Did they not upload it yet? I don't think it's uploaded, guys. I don't think it's uploaded. Not yet. So those must be like clips that we're seeing on TikTok. Dang, I want to see the whole thing. So he spoke out. Oh my goodness. Let's see.
Dating online.
In like 2 years or 2.5 years.
2.5 years. And was it a thing where you guys both decided for Onijah to come visit you in Pakistan?
She decided by herself, but yeah, that's the question that she can answer you.
Onijah.
Were you for her coming to visit you?
I mean, how can I stop her? That's her choice.
Were you happy?
Why won't I be happy?
After that long of a time, how was it seeing her face to face? You know, you guys live on opposite sides of the world.
It was all good. Everything was perfect. Nothing was like bad for me or kind of shocking or anything.
3 months, there's been reports that you just up and disappeared, you walked away, and Onijah was left hanging.
That is not true. Okay, so media is making up shit by himself, but if you can show me any one video in which Naj is saying that I abandoned her or I left her and I dumped her or anything like that, I would agree. But media showing that all the third parties, did Onijah say anything like that? Did you ever see anything like that? And I just
How long was she in Pakistan with you?
No, they're not married at all. Mira Mari, thank you so much for this super sticker. I appreciate you, Mira. Thank you for blessing the channel. I appreciate it. No, they're not married. I don't even think that nothing. I mean, she was there for a couple months, but I don't know, man. You said my whole thing is why now? All this time we had to watch her ask the country of Pakistan for millions of dollars, not a peep from him. That's a great question. Like, why is he coming forward now? Was he able to talk before? Like, I mean, it sounds like the family was okay with him talking to an older woman. I don't think that was the case. This isn't a case of like, they weren't okay with it. But I have to kind of wonder. Like, I think that's a good question, Night Charm. Like, why now?
almost 3 months.
So she was living in your house.
No. She was living in a hotel.
She was in a hotel for 3 months.
Yeah,
And would you go back and forth to see her every day?
not every day, but yeah, she was going out with my family. They go out shopping and they go out eating. My sister, my cousins, my mom.
Did it hurt you when people on the internet were saying his parents hate her, he hates her, they want nothing to do with her?
That hurts a lot because nobody did their research and confirmed anything. They both still talk on a video call till that day.
I don't know how we were supposed to do research though. Like, what are we supposed to do? I'm confused. Katie says, why is this damn teenagers responsible for the care of a 30-year-old? I think there's a cultural component here with that. I'm not really sure. Like, I'm definitely not an expert. It sounds like, even when going back to when the story first went viral, there was a guy over there in that local area who said, why'd you leave her here? Why'd you leave her abandoned? But if they didn't do their research, because the American media was picking up from what they were saying, right? And we were told by the people there that she was left abandoned and that Nidell just left her. But at the same time, it's like, well, can he really leave her since he's a teenager? We see age a little bit different than maybe what they do. So I kind of keep that in mind. So I don't know. This whole story is off now that he's speaking. I'm going to be honest with you. It doesn't sound right.
Nija and my mom and my sister, they still speak and they're really good friends.
So you were always in Pakistan. You had never jumped ship and moved to another city or another country.
That's what we were told, that they left town and they left her stranded. And this is why people were getting involved and everybody was in their feelings, talking about you need to be careful, this and that and the other. Like, this is why the people were upset, right? That's how I remember it.
No,
Okay. When was the last time you saw Onijah?
last time I saw Nija, January 15th, when I dropped her to the airport.
So you
She was not detained.
Wait a minute. He dropped her to the airport and saw her January 14, 15, 14? Huh? Because if I remember she wasn't nowhere near the airport. She said that she was left. Somebody said that she was left stranded and that she was looking for her husband. So he's giving a whole different account of the story. I think we've been catfished. I think we've been had. I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. What do you guys think in the chat? Let me know.
I think she was at the hospital.
were you ever concerned about her safety? Because I know Dubai has different rules. You can't smoke in public. You have to be covered. Were you ever
I
concerned?
really was. Her family contacted me and we all was talking with each other and we was trying to contact Dubai authorities and we was trying to ask about her. So we ended up contacting the embassy and the embassy said that she's safe, but she can't contact nobody. She cannot talk to anybody. And she's safe. No YouTuber, no filming, nothing's gonna be on her. She just on arrest and she gonna be home in few.
Ahmed confirming with
Are you guys married?
That's something she can answer.
Well, she said it. She said that you guys are married.
Really don't have a clue about it.
What?
So you don't have a ring. You never exchange vows.
Can like I'm not. It's like they playing on us or something, guys. I don't know. I think they're both grifters, especially her, but maybe him too. His answers make absolutely no sense, right, Christine? I don't know what the like. What do you make of this shit? What? Signed a contract or something? Guys, like I'm so confused. Wasn't she planned? Wasn't she thought I planned in New York and she went to go buy? I think well, she's in New York now. That's my understanding, but this whole thing doesn't make any sense. It's like a whole different level of trolling. Yeah, like how do you not know that you're married? Like why isn't that a straightforward answer? She didn't want to marry. There was a bunch of marriage proposals that she was receiving while she was down there. Keep that in mind. So what's the deal here? Something's off here. Something is definitely off. You said okay, you're done with these two? Plot twist. Because like plot twist, it was Onijah who was catfished all along. They had been talking for like 2.5 years, which means that he was 16, 17 when they were talking. She was still in her 30s. Nobody sees anything wrong with this story. Like, even just his answers. How do you know if you're not married or not? This, I'm definitely going to do a separate reaction video to this. I'm having all kinds of reactions.
You don't have a marriage certificate.
No,
So why would she say that you guys are married?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's something we need
And why would she say that she's pregnant? Like she thought she was pregnant too at one point.
to study. We need to study about her confidence and like the way she talks. Yeah.
What is it about Onijah that you love?
He's old enough to be his mom too, just so everybody's aware. You think it's wrong? I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. You said he wanted an American sugar mama. Oh my god. Oh my god. She's nuts. What? Well, I mean, she's famous. She got a little social media fame. Google knows who she is, that's for sure.
Her confidence. Yeah. It's like you manifest something and like in simple words, don't stop dreaming. One day it's gonna come true.
Do you see yourself being with her for the rest of your life?
Well, I can't answer this because it's all God knows how long I'm gonna live, or it's something that I can't really answer. In the end, I just realized that everything happens for a reason. So there's
He
no
said, "Don't stop dreaming." I am so confused by this. Somebody said in the comments, this dude sounds so off. He's a version of What Happens doesn't correspond to what we saw. Like nothing. They ain't married. Not the same guy on her FaceTime. Somebody's saying that's not even the same guy. What? I have so many questions.
need to be get stressed out of those things and like need to worry about. We love each other just like other couples, and there's ups and downs in every relationship. So in the end, we have to deal with it and we have to get together.
And so when are you going to go see her again? Are you going to
Yeah.
see her at all?
Yeah, we just working on things. Just as I told you, we're working on projects, and you guys gonna see us together too
Guys, dating online.
in like 2 years or 2.5 years.
2.5
Okay,
years.
okay,
And was
okay,
it-
okay, okay. So they're working on projects together. That I mean, I don't know what else to say other than I think we've all been catfish one way or another. It just doesn't make sense. None of it makes sense. Does it make sense to you? Was he vetted? I don't see. He's saying that the people didn't even vet the story. So I really don't know what was vetted or what happened exactly. We have a lot of questions about this whole situation. Let me just say that much. Moving on. Moving on, because I'm so like I'm over this. I'm over it. And I have a feeling with Nidell speaking out, you know, all this social media love and curiosity can come with a lot of hate that follows through. So people got to be careful when they become social media famous, because when you become famous, you just don't know, man. You don't know. Manic Monday. There's something Monday. It's something in the water Monday. That's for sure. You have to be careful. Anyways, let's move on. I might do a reaction because I'm not really understanding. And I kind of like, am I hearing what he's saying correctly? I don't know what to make of it. You know. Anyways, let's move on. Let's move on. Okay, everybody. So let me tell you, you guys know we've been, following this whole Gene Hackman situation. So I came across this, and this is new for today, actually. I guess CNN got a hold of the New Mexico Health Department risk assessment that they did in the property, because of the hantavirus, right? So they got these records, and this is what CNN revealed, that apparently they found dead rodents and rodent nests throughout 8 detached outbuildings on the late actor Gene and his wife Betsy's property. So the home site environmental assessment of the sprawling property was conducted in March, 1 week after the Hackman and his wife, after Gene Hackman, I think that's what it meant. Little typo there. After Gene Hackman and his wife were discovered dead in their home in February. Okay. So we know that she died of hantavirus, and then he had, some other ailments that they said he died from. According to the report, they found rodent feces in 3 garages, 2 casitas, and 3 sheds. A live rodent, a dead rodent, and a rodent's nest were found in 3 detached garages. So let me just stop right here, because if you guys remember, there was when this whole story went down, this whole situation went down, guys, okay? You said, did they find the rat handler? That's a great question. When this whole thing went down, guys, it was the pest control guy that had to call security because they basically found Gene and Betsy, right? Did they know? Did they know that they had issues with was that the only property? Isn't it weird that, or maybe it's not, I don't know, because they lived in like a gated community, you know what I mean? So you just don't really know. You said the rat pack for real. Well, that's what it sounds like. It was like a little rat pack nest, and they were all there, and I just, they must have been checking that property for mice, right? Or is this a regular pest control visit? Is it, you said, I find it very odd that they had a rat issue. Well, I don't know if that's what I find odd. I guess, I mean, I don't know. I'm not familiar with the area. What I find interesting is that the day that the pest control, is at the property is the day that they find them dead. So did they do a check about rodents before, or when did they decide to, they were just like, we're just going to go check on mice and see if there's mice there, or was there a regular type of, check-in for the property? Because they did, it's a gated community, right? So I had a lot of questions about that. Is that a thing? I know, if you're in an HOA, HOAs are a little bit different, right? Because there's a contract, and the upkeep of the property has to stay a certain way and whatnot. But it did kind of make me wonder if they were all kind of working together or what. You said no. There was the pest control people were the ones that found them, and then they contacted security. Security came through, and then that's when they called everybody. So it was the pest control people. So were they regular people? Were they keeping up with the property? They got nests, mice nests. Maybe she called. That's what I'm saying. So then you said, yeah, they had nests there. They had mice nests. Clearly they had a problem. There might have been a contract or something for regular upkeep or something, because they had to get through the gate because it's a gated community. Okay. So CNN further reads or discloses that the New Mexico Department of Health staff conducted the risk assessment on March 5th as part of the death investigation of Hackman and Arakawa to ensure the safety of the first responders and family members who had access to the property. The risk of exposure in the primary residence was low, according to the New Mexico State Public Health veterinarian. Okay, this is what the veterinarian says. The report said it showed no signs of rodent activity and was clean. The main property, the primary residence, that was low. The risk was low in the main residence. Okay. Okay, let's keep going. The other 8 buildings on the property were accessible to rodents. So they had other, parts of the property, 8 other parts. The report stated in 2 vehicles on the property listed as working or abandoned vehicles or farm equipment. There were also sightings of rodents, a nest, and feces. Investigators also found live traps in the outbuildings. Who put those traps there? So there weren't any, there was low risk in the primary residence of the property. Okay. Low risk in the primary residence. Where they saw the activity was in the other sides of it. So when did Betsy go? Did Betsy put those mouse traps? I have a lot of questions about this. No, and Jean didn't get it either. It was just Betsy. It's interesting because it wasn't in the main property. I don't know what else to say. I have a lot of questions about it. Rat packs, also known as wood rats or trade rats, are known for collecting and packing around various objects to build their nests. And they're particularly attracted to small and bright areas. Interesting. I had to watch an episode of Young Shelton for Kids. Can you tell me where we are, please? Paige, we are on Gene Hackman. We were talking about Gene Hackman. Shout out to you, Paige. You said an animal specialist can tell how long the rats have been there based on feces and layers of nests. Well, the fact that they had a nest there, but did the what's the name? I'm drawing a blank. Did the pest control guy, did he not review the other areas? I have a lot of questions about the other areas too. I don't know. Isn't there like that's what I'm saying, is that shouldn't there be like a monthly checkup? Who put those mice traps there? I don't think it would be Betsy. I would think it would be them. Right. Deer mice are not huge. They're like small. It may have been maintenance crew rabbit as they're doing work around the property. So then, hopefully it didn't unplug. So then, okay. So let's say that that's what the case is. It's maintenance crew. Isn't there an upkeep to this? Like, let's make sure we get rid of all the nests and stuff like that. All of it just sounds so weird to me. But hey, this is they revealed a report and this is what they found. Okay. Now keep in mind too that there were 3 other people in California totally not connected to this situation that also died of hantavirus. And they said that it was very rare around this time of year because hantavirus is typically like at the end of the spring and the summer, not during like early years of the month. And they've never had a situation where they've had 3 people get it at the same time. I thought that was interesting. I don't know what it means, but yes, that's what we go say. That's what we say. You say rodents freak me out. Can we talk about something else? Oh my gosh, you guys are funny. Okay, let's move on. Oop, hold up. Now I disappeared. Very rare. The word very rare is just something else. That's what I have to say. Very rare. Okay. Let's move on. Let's talk about hey. Shout out to BJ who let us know what was up with the hearing today. I was definitely in the chat and I was listening to everything that was going on the Diddy situation. So Diddy pleads not guilty to the new charges. Are you guys surprised? Let's close that out. Are you guys surprised at all? Let me know what you guys think. Not guilty? That's what he said. That's what he says. Okay. Diddy, I didn't do it. Judge pled. Judge. I didn't do it, Judge. He didn't say I didn't do it. I remember him saying that. I didn't do it, Judge. Pleads not guilty to new charges. Okay. So Diddy says that the feds have him all wrong and he's just an innocent man. because he's pleading not guilty to a couple new charges against him. The Bad Boy Record founder appeared in court on Monday in Manhattan for his arraignment on 2 new charges, one for sex trafficking by force, fraud, and coercion, and another for transportation to engage in prostitution. A couple of things he says he definitely didn't do. Feds tracked on the charges in a recent superseding indictment. The third one we've seen so far in Diddy case. In the Diddy case. And Diddy showed up in court today with white hair and a short beard. He's got white hair. I mean, he didn't do shit. Diddy's innocent. Oh my God. Shocked. I'm shocked. We're shocked. We're going to have like a Perry Mason moment at some point, right? What's up with the victim 5 all of a sudden, right? You know what really drives me crazy is that we're like, what? The trial is like set to be next month. How come we don't have any other more people involved in this? You know, was it really just Diddy? Like, is it just Diddy? If we're talking about an enterprise, I'm thinking like there's gonna be other people involved. Is it really just Diddy? So I think it's weird that we don't have any other more people involved in this. And I do wonder about all these other victims, and then we got victims. What's up with the victim 5 all of a sudden? That's, you know what, Saidela, I've always said this, that it seems like he's like you know, a small cog in a much bigger machine. Way more than just Diddy, right? Where's the co-conspirators? Isn't there a supposed Rico? That's what I'm saying. Well, I'm so confused by this because, like, and I'm thinking back when the R. Kelly situation happened, I felt like, and that was a couple years ago. Was it 5 years ago? There was other people involved too. Is this really a Rico at this point? I have a lot of questions about this. You said I read an article today talking about Rico. Or maybe KK. What say you? Christina Coram? Christina Coram. Oh my God. Well, Christina Coram, you know, she's had all these other lawsuits and she's kind of been quiet. She gave a statement to Rolling Stone. She hasn't said anything else, but we don't know if, like, could she be a witness to this? If you read her statement, it's almost like she's detaching herself from any of the wrongdoing. But you've been with this man for 10 years. You didn't see anything? He called you his right-hand person. You didn't see anything? I don't know. To me, Diddy is very sloppy. I think he would have like a slip up one way or another. One way or another. You think she's number 2? It's something. You think Lulu? Oh my good. Not Lulu. Oh, Lord have mercy. She's the definition of a co-conspirator. But that's the thing. It's like, it makes you wonder. There's no way that Diddy just did this by himself, guys. Where is the enterprise? Like, is it just the LLCs and the things? I don't know. I'm not worried about Diddy's, gray hair. I mean, clearly he can't keep up behind bars. It's not like you can dye, do anything with it there, but it is what it is. But he's got white hair and a short beard and pled not guilty to the indictment charges. Prosecutors say that the new charges stem from allegations against Diddy from 2021 to 2024 and related to an individual the feds simply referred to as Victim-2. Diddy is now facing 5 criminal charges. Overall, 2 counts of sex trafficking, 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution, and 1 count of racketeering. And he's pled not guilty to all the charges. Not guilty. Diddy's legal team has previously described the 2 alleged victims in the case as a former girlfriend, and they've already essentially referred to as victim 1, being Cassie. Jury selection for Diddy's upcoming trial starts May 5th, and the countdown begins for all of this. Now, let me just say this. We talked about Garagos. We're about to talk about Garagos here in a little bit. Garagos, he was like playing like he didn't know what was going on, right? I don't know what you're talking about, Harvey. I'm not going to join Diddy's legal team. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to talk about, I'm not joining it. I'm not. That's what he was saying, right? So is he part of Diddy? Is he going to join Diddy's legal team? Is him and Agnifilo going to join in? What's going to happen? What is going to happen here? I have a lot of questions. Did we meet our goal? Mar, thank you so much for the 199. Thank you. Oh my goodness, Jeanette. All right, thank you, my love. Shout out to you. And Ronan. Oh my God, y'all are amazing. I appreciate everybody. Thank you guys for supporting. But can you imagine? I have a question. Can you imagine Garagos and Agnifilo? And Garagos was playing kind of funny, like, nah, that's a rumor. That's a rumor. Do you guys think it's a rumor? Let me know what you guys think. We played that video clip yesterday. Watch the video yesterday and let me know. Nothing is going to happen. You don't think so? You don't think so? So let me play a little clip right here. Shout out to you guys. And the reason why I'm playing this now, because I want to see what the copyright does, if it does copyright this. But I'm searching and I'm creating clips for when we meet our goal for the super chat. I appreciate it as a thank you. I like this one. Thank you for being a friend.
Thank you for being a friend.
Oh, yeah.
Travel down the road and back again.
Hey, so we started from the bottom, now we're here, girl.
It's true.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and a confidant.
This is my butt right here. Ooh, oh. If I did
Everyone knew.
the biggest gift, the biggest. Thank you for being my friend. Oh, yeah. Hallelujah.
Yo, when he takes the wig off, I'm like, oh, I love it. But I'm playing it just to see what the copyright does, if it's gonna, I have to see if it's gonna work or not. Hey, shout out to everybody. Thank you for supporting the channel. Y'all are amazing. He does have a beautiful voice. I love it. I predict, Garagos coming on would be an off-ramp for Agnifilo. I can't see them working together through trial. I see egos. Well, first of all, Garagos has a huge ego. Agnifilo and Garagos. That would be like an interesting team, don't you think? Maybe like Agnifilo's like, all right, I'm out of here, because he's also, is he BJ? You might know the answer to this, but isn't he working with the Mangione with his wife, or are they not working together? Because I thought like maybe off the scenes he might be working with it, but I don't know if he's officially like the attorney for that, or if it's just Mrs. Agnifilo. Kind of wonder. But he could be just kind of coming in and then leaving it to Garagos, because Garagos has been an attorney for Diddy before, actually a couple times. So I do wonder about this. But yes, what a crossover episode. Thank you for being a friend. Yes. Oh, so Mark is Luigi's official lawyer. So they're both interesting. I just feel like Mangione is going to be a pretty huge. Well, I mean, they're both huge cases, but I mean, that's a lot of cases for. That's a lot of work. That's just my thought, though. But I don't know. I'm not there. Wow, these lawyers, I wonder how much they're making off of these cases. It makes you wonder what that bill looks like. Okay, moving on. Let's talk about the Menendez brothers, because this is a little bit of like a transition to there. And I do have to bring TMZ into this again, because so Harvey Levin and Mark, why am I like drawing a blank on the name? Mark Garagos and Harvey have this little podcast, and I think it's called like Two Angry Lawyer Men or something like that. Or I might be making two lawyers in one cup, two angry lawyers, something like that. They got this podcast, right? And so you guys know that the Menendez brothers have been fighting with the DA in California and Los Angeles, Nathan, who basically showed these like pictures of the crime scene at a hearing and sent one of the Menendez aunties to the hospital. And the lady's not doing too well. She's not doing well at all. Okay. Yes. Shout out to everybody. 2 lawyers and 1 cup. Oh Lord, get it together. It's late, y'all. This is not hitting it like a coffee would. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be drinking that crap. Get it together. I know. Get it together. Get it together. Get it together. These attorneys have so many paralegals and junior attorneys. They probably do a lot of work for them, and then they kind of file everything and whatnot. But I'm just saying, like, it's still a very stressful job, you know? So keep that in mind. Picture sent her, sad they could have been warned for. Yeah, there were these pictures that there were these horrible pictures that I guess it's like the crime scene or whatever, and that she was at the court hearing and she saw them, and that sent her to the hospital. She's like in critical condition. You know, I wouldn't want to see those pictures at all. We predicted Mark Garagos would join the Menendez case. Well, Scott Peterson, he's been on a lot of high profile cases, a lot of them. I wouldn't want to see those at all. Okay, hold up. So let's get into this. So the LADA on the Menendez brothers should have come clean in prison interview. So this is what the DA is saying. The DA is not having it with the Menendez brothers, basically saying, listen, they're not innocent, and I don't support a resentencing or anything like that. And they could have, you know, he's not, the new DA is just not supporting anything that these Menendez brothers are doing. I mean, hear it from them directly. What do you think?
We have heard and expect that Mark Garagos will ask the judge to change the conviction. What would your reaction be to that? If he wants them to change the conviction to manslaughter, in which case they would get out immediately, having served the maximum for manslaughter in California. Your reaction to that would be, if he does ask for that.
Well, I think that would do it'd be almost an insult to the jury. It'd be an insult to the facts of the case. It'd be the insult to the memory of Kitty and Jose Menendez, that the premeditation, the deliberation, Mark Garagos is saying, Judge, that doesn't matter. Divorce yourself from the facts and go ahead and be result driven and just let the Menendezes out. That's what the family wants as well. And I totally get it. If I'm a family member and I think that you know, someone has served enough time, I'd want them out as well. But the DA's office, and I believe the judge and even the governor, are governed by the facts and the law. And if Mark Garagos wants to argue the most counterfactual position you can under these circumstances, I believe he will undermine his entire argument on why resentencing should take place. So it'll be very interesting to see whether or not Mark Garagos will adopt this extreme counterfactual argument and take the chance the judge is going to discredit his entire credibility in advocating any position, because he's taking a position that is not even remotely grounded in the facts and the law.
Aren't the two operative issues here, are they rehabilitated and do they pose a danger? And isn't that ultimately what the parole board is going to decide and then send it on to Gavin Newsom for his evaluation? I mean, aren't those really, at this point, we know about the murders, aren't those the two operative issues here?
Yes, and I'll tell you, though, where insight plays a role in that. While insight is not a separate factor in the resentencing statute, the California Supreme Court has said explicitly that if one has not fully accepted responsibility for all their criminal actions and has tried to minimize them. In this case, these two brothers have perpetrated for over 30 years the lie that the reason that they shot their parents was basically for self-defense. They then tried to concoct additional lies about their father being a violent rapist and their mother being a poisoner. And Harvey, you gave them the opportunity in their most recent interviews to finally come clean and say, look, we've been lying about this over the whole time. Just by the way, like we lied when we said we never did the murders themselves and blamed the mafia. They could have come clean in your prison interview. And then they could have done it sincerely, unequivocally, and said to the judge and said to the public and said to the parole board and the governor, look, we get it. We are now making a clean breast of all the criminal actions and the lies we have told. Look at our good rehabilitation in prison, judge. Look at our good rehabilitation parole board, Governor Newsom, and let us out. And you, Harvey, gave them the greatest opportunity to go ahead and finally come abreast and come clean with all their crimes, with all their lies. They failed to do it. I don't know why they failed, but they failed to do it. And maybe they'll come clean in the future. And at that point, resentencing and rehabilitation might finally be realized.
Oh, okay. So let me ask a question real quick. Let me ask a question, okay? Because somebody was asking in the chat too, and I thought about this too. How is this any different than Yolanda Saldívar, right? Yolanda Saldívar has denied the crime, never taken any responsibility, right? This guy is over here, the attorney is saying, hey, he needs to take some accountability for the things that he has said and, you know, that they have done and the crimes. Like, think about that. Is there a comparison to be made between the Menendez and Yolanda? Of course, like, not by the crime. You know, we know what the Menendez brothers have alleged. Different crimes, right? But comparing the parole, you know, eligibilities, do you guys see any differences between or similarities between Yolanda and the Menendez brothers at this point?
Kind of said, sorry, not sorry, that he regretted showing that picture without warning, but said, look, that picture has been in the Netflix documentary that the Menendez brothers participated in. Everybody saw it. So it was almost a no harm, no foul type thing. What's your reaction to that?
Look, Friday, I saw Anna Maria, Terry's daughter.
Let me stop right here, y'all. Let me show you guys. This is very distracting. My ADHD, and I'm not medicated. He's got a picture of himself up there. I got a picture of a rabbit, but he's got a picture of himself up there. Is that him? Is that like a chalk picture? What is that? Oh, get it together. Like, I'm supposed to pay attention to what he's saying. Did you see that? What is that? That's creepy. That is so creepy. Okay, hold up. Let me hit play, y'all.
And kind of what I consider to be, there she is, beautiful. She's self-described 50s mom. She's never seen the picture until it was flashed up on last Friday, and it greatly upset her. On Friday, her daughter said the same thing. It upset everybody in the courtroom. And by the way, the focus, as you obviously have already reported, was solely on the crime. We get it. It was a gruesome crime, a bad crime, one they regret, but that isn't the purpose of the statute. I mean, all you have to do is troll through, or actually scroll through the trolls who are commenting on the TMZ page, and you will see people focus on the crime. I get that. But this proceeding is not focused on the crime. This proceeding is, as we explained painstakingly in court, this statute is, have they rehabilitated? Everybody agrees. You won't get any argument, even from the DA, that under that standard, they should be out. They are rehabilitated. And a lot of this is just shock value, I suppose, or pandering. I mean, I said it on Friday. I really think this is just pandering to a angry, speaking of angry, contingent in the current DA's office, who's had a bunch of pent-up demand during the Gascon administration. And this is kind of their venting, if you will, or catharsis, but it shouldn't be taken out on the victims.
One of the things that Nathan Hackman said was, you know, I heard what you said about the law says this is just about rehabilitation. Are they rehabilitated? And it sounded to me like the hurdle he can't get over is the fact that he hasn't heard the Menendez brothers admit to the lies that they told about the crime before they were convicted.
That's what I heard.
There's
too.
a fundamental misunderstanding, and Nathan Hackman is not a stupid man. This is somebody who was a criminal defense lawyer, I believe, for longer than he was a prosecutor. So he understands this, and I will give him a pass that maybe he was in the federal system and he didn't do much state work. When he says self-defense, that they told lies about self-defense, there was never a self-defense instruction ever given at any to any of the three juries. Both brothers testified in trial number one. Both brothers testified for weeks and were cross-examined for weeks. Both brothers, after testifying for weeks and being cross-examined for weeks, both brothers' juries, half of them in both separately voted not guilty on murder, meaning half of them thought that their imperfect self-defense negated the murder. They have not addressed the basic elephant in the room. They spent 3 to 3.5 hours on Friday. The one thing they never addressed, not one sentence about it, was rehabilitation. They didn't talk about the 35 years they've been in custody. They didn't talk about all of the programs. They didn't talk about all of the inmates who have lauded their development, their programs, their hospice programs. And I understand it's kind of a throwback to say, the crime was horrible, the crime was horrible. The fact remains, this statute, what the law says is, have they rehabilitated themselves?
Okay. I mean, what do you guys think? It's a lot of people that go out there, and I think that's, have they been rehabilitated? They rehabilitated themselves? What's going on? This DA seems like he's taking all of his very personal. He seems very angry. He seems like he had a, like, I kind of agree, because like Gascon would already made his decision, and then he kind of backed out and was like, no, we're going to reevaluate. Seems like there's something more to this. It almost seems like he's got a little bit of a vendetta going on. You know what I mean? That's how I interpret it as well. But it makes you wonder, though. I mean, if they're ready to get out, they've rehabilitated. I don't know. Everybody feels a little bit different about this one. But guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments about this whole situation. Do the other people in their spot get this chance when they are rehabilitated? That's a great question, Paige. That's a great question. It's always good to maybe look at the definition of rehabilitated for, the justice system, and figure out, like, well, what does it mean here, and how do you measure that? What is it? The time behind bars? I mean, Yolanda Saldivar, for example, she was 30 years behind bars. People would say that she's rehabilitated based on the fact that, you're doing time. But let's be very clear, guys. Just because you're doing time isn't accountability. Time is time. Was there a real reflection to the crimes that you've committed, right? The reflection and understanding of how your actions impacted, the victims, the community, the loved ones, and everything. So who knows? Eric, how are you? She has not been rehabbed. I don't think so. Yolanda King, F up. But I thought it was interesting because people were making that comparison. So I wanted to bring that up to the chat. Okay, let's go to my last story, y'all, because I feel like I'm crashing. This energy drink is not energy. When you have ADHD, sometimes it's just not going to do it. I want to talk about this Wendy Williams situation. So Wendy Williams' husband breaks his silence about divorce. Says he's trying to right some wrongs. Wendy Williams' husband, I don't know the guy personally. I don't like the way that he did Wendy. I still remember one of the first YouTubers that I followed was Tasha K. And I'll never forget when Tasha K called the hospital on Kevin's side piece, the woman who had the baby. He cheated on Wendy. It's such a horrible situation, right? And I think that kind of like impact me a bit. Like, and not that I don't know these people personally, but I think it's like horrible, right? To kind of see somebody go through something like that. And I think that this might have been, anybody that gets cheated on, that's horrible, right? So then to have it be public and watch it go down publicly, it's a whole different mess. Okay. For that reason, I feel a little weird, when it comes to him and how my feelings towards him, if you know what I mean. What you just said about time and accountability is the same with Calvin. So I guess he's kind of, wanting to right his wrongs. A little less than a week after Wendy Williams announced that she filed for divorce from her husband of more than 20 years, Kevin Hunter, he broke his silence about the split, saying he is going through a tough time or going through a time of self-reflection, and I'm trying to right some wrongs. The self-proclaimed queen of media cited irreconcilable differences in the divorce filing against Hunter, who was the longtime executive producer of the namesake talk show. Hunter told People magazine in a statement that he's not proud of his recent actions and takes full accountability and apologized to his wife, family, and fans. That's many years. Too little, too late. You know what I mean? But that's just me. I mean, the apology is not to me. I'm just thinking in my mind that I'm like, husbands, partners, life partners, you're supposed to take care of each other. You're supposed to watch out for each other. You're supposed to be there for each other. Right? I mean, like, there you go, kitty coo. There you go. Right. That, I don't know. You said, no, he can't dog someone for 20 years. And now that the monkey dried up for him, now he claims accountability? Absolutely not. Allegedly. He needs to do more than right his wrongs. He cheated on her another time and she forgave him. She knew he was doing this, but he got her pregnant and she was done and left him. Yeah, you can't forget that. Like, it wasn't, you could definitely tell. And I'm sorry, I don't know Kevin Hunter. All right. I don't know, but as an outsider, as somebody who, is a Wendy fan, not necessarily always supported everything the things, that Wendy said or did, but I remember, and I don't feel like the cheating rumors was just like a once, like he just had a baby with this woman. What's her name? Is it Sharina? I forgot her name. Anyways, there were other cheating incidences that had been reported and she stayed with them, right? But to me, it's like, yo, no matter what you go through, like, maybe I just see marriage a little bit different. I don't know. And maybe as you get older, and at the same time, no matter if you're in a marriage for 20 years, a year, 20 years, you don't have to stick around for somebody, to get their shit together. Like, that's not at all what I'm saying. But I don't know. It's like it's just it's crazy to kind of hear him say this, because it wasn't just a one thing, it was several things, and that's something that he's going to have to come into terms and understand what he did. Actions speak louder than words. He needs to put in actions and stop talking to the press. Well, what is he going to do to help Wendy? How's he going to advocate to make sure that she's able to get out of this guardianship conservatorship situation? Her life, yeah, like, honestly, she was okay while there was money, right? Like, people were okay. I'm going through a tough time, or excuse me, I'm going through a time of self-reflection, and I'm trying to right some wrongs. 28 years ago, I met an amazing woman, Wendy Williams. At that time, I didn't realize that she would not only become my wife, but would also change the face of entertainment in the world. See, that's not important. You know what I mean? Like, ugh. Okay. I have dedicated most of our lives to the business empire that is Wendy Williams. Hunter. Oh, he added the Hunter there. A person that I truly love and respect unconditionally. The divorce is the latest twist in an already tumultuous few months for the talk show maven, who returned to the air on March following a 2-month hiatus after dealing with what she said was some health issues, stuff like that. He's got a lot of wrongs to right. All right. That's what I got to say about that. He's got a lot of wrongs to right with that. Yeah. I don't know. He could talk to the media. He could talk to all kinds of people and everything, but he's got a lot of wrongs to right when it comes to Wendy Williams. And that's just my opinion. But what is he going to do about it? Like, even looking at old articles and stuff like that, you kind of have to wonder, what are you going to do about it? you know, she got screwed. Didn't Wells Fargo order the conservatorship or something like that? Yeah, there's more to that. We talked about that in a couple of videos, and BJ just did a video too recently. Anyone who would cheat on their partner who is pregnant is trifling. Well, so on the wife and then get the partner pregnant. That's what happened, right? And then all of that was outed publicly. But I think Wendy, Wendy doesn't need Kevin, okay? Like he could be in the media talking and whatnot. He doesn't need him. Doesn't need him at all. Wendy is Wendy. She'll be all right. And hopefully, with everything else, if he really wants to be a support to her, then figure out how to help her out. That's how I see it. But I think he sees that there's just so many moving parts of this, of course. That's how I see that. But anyways, that's right. That's right. That was Wendy's only rule, and he broke it. Yeah, multiple times. But Wendy doesn't need him. Never did. So it doesn't really matter. Like even with the most recent news of Kevin, oh my goodness. Here we go. I need to get me a new mic cord. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's the cord. I think it's just too loose. It like unplugs. I'm back. Thank you. I'm back. I'm back. My audio, that mic cord, it's the mic. It's like so loose. I need to get a new one. Anyways, guys, I'm going to let you guys go because I got to go get some rest. I know, right? You got to stay for 10 more minutes now. No, I don't. I'm tired. Guys, let me know what you guys think about this whole situation. I mean, what do you guys have any empathy for Wendy's ex? Not me. Clearly he's got a lot of court battles to go through, but I got to get some rest. I'm tired. I feel like I'm like crashing now, so I got to go get some rest. Coffee didn't really do it for me. I will see you guys later. Bye, guys. Hit the like button. Let me shout out some people. Not even a smidge. Kiriku, thank you. Sylvia, thank you. Didi, thank you. Mirren Moon, thank you. Miramari, thank you. Mar, thank you. Jeanette, thank you. And Ronan, thank you. You said Diddy can't get. I didn't read this. Diddy can't get just for men hair diapers. I missed this. Thank you, Ronan. I don't know how I missed that. And for the gold, thank you so much, Mar Lugo. Thank you. Y'all are amazing. Sorry, y'all. I'm tired. I think I just need to get some rest. All right, guys. I will see you guys on the next one. Let me know. Let me go. You said the girl to be down with all that, knowing that he was married to Wendy. I know. Isn't that crazy, Beth? It's crazy, right? You think I think it's this cord. It's pissing me off. I need a new cord. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys. Have a good night. And shout out to BJ. She was in the chat. Make sure you guys check out her channel. Bye, guys. Bye-bye.